Hey guys, welcome back to the Python series, and today we're going to be exploring some common math functions in Python. So let's dive right in. Now let me show you guys some built-in math functions in Python. Alright guys, the first function I want to show you is the round function. So the round function essentially allows us to round a number. So let's type round, and then inside of these parentheses we can put whatever number we want to round. So let's say 12.569. And if we save our code and then we run it, you'll see we get 13 for our answer. And there it is, we rounded 12.569. Now, the round function, guys, also allows us to round by a specific amount of decimal place. So we can come right inside of our round function and we can add a second argument. So we can add a comma, and let's round by 2 decimal places. So if we save our code and then we run it, we should get 12.57, as you guys can see right there. And that is the round function. The second set of functions I want to show you guys are the min and max functions. So let's start with the min function. The min function allows us to find the smallest value within a set or group of numbers. So let's start typing min within our print statement, and then we can put whatever values we want to find the minimum of. So let's type 4,2, and let's save our code. And then if we run our code, you'll see it will give us the minimum, or the smallest value, which is 2. Now let's add some more values inside of here. Let's add 1, let's say 10, let's say 14, 32. And if we save our code and we run it, we should get 1 this time for our minimum. Now let's explore our max function. So we can type print, and the max function, guys, allows us to find the largest value within a set or group of numbers. So it is the opposite of the min function. So we can type the same values inside of our max function. So let's say 4, 2, 1, 10, 14, 32. And if we save our code and we run it, it should give us the maximum, which is 32. And those are the min and max function, guys. It allows us to find the smallest and the largest values. The third function I want to show you guys is the abs function. So we can type abs and then we can provide a number. So we can write, let's say, -12. And what the abs function does, it allows us to find the absolute value of a number. So if we save our code and then we run our code, you'll see we get the absolute value of -12. The fourth function I want to show you guys is the pow function, which allows us to raise a number to a given power. So let's type pow. And then inside of these parentheses, we provide the base that we want to raise to a power. So let's say the number 12, and let's raise it to a power of 2. So 12,2. And if we save our code and then we run it, it should raise 12 to a power of 2, which is 144. And there we got 144. Now let's try to raise another number. Let's say 4 to a power of 6. So 4,6. Then we save our code. Then we run it. And you'll see we get 4,096. Now guys, these next set of functions I want to show you are not built into Python. So we have to do something called importing. So we'll go above here and we'll just type the word import. And now we'll need to import something called a module. So a module is essentially just a file that contains code with functions that we can use within our Python program. So we can type import math, and math is the math module that we can use within our Python program. The first function I want to show you guys from the math module that we imported is the square root function. So to use the square root function, we'll go inside of our print statement and we'll just type math.sqrt to get access to the square root function or sqrt function. And now we can just type the number that we want to find the square root of. So let's type 144, and if we save our code and then we run it, you'll see we'll get the square root of 144, which is 12. Now let's try to find the square root of another number, let's say 81, and if we save our code then we run it, we should get 9. And there we got 9. And that is the square root function. Alright guys, the next two functions I want to show you are the ceil and floor function. Let's start with the ceil function. So inside of our print statement, we can write math.ceil, and then we can provide a number to that function, let's say 4.1. So what the ceil function does, it will round a number up to the nearest whole number, no matter what. So if we save our code and then we run it, you'll realize that we'll get 5 because it rounded that number up. Now let's look at our floor function. So inside of our print statement, we'll write math.floor, and then we'll provide a number to our floor function, let's say 4.1. So what the floor function does, it rounds a number down to the nearest whole number, which is the opposite of what the ceil function does. So if we save our code and then we run it, you'll see we'll get 4 for our result. And there we got 4. Now let's change our number to 4.9, and you'll see it will round the number down no matter what. So we'll just get 4 instead. So that is the floor function. Finally, we have the constant pi from the math module. So let me show you guys. So we can type math.pi inside of our print statement, and if we save our code and run it, you'll see we'll get 3.14, and there is the constant for the value of pi. And that is it. So I just showed you guys some common math functions in Python. Now guys, there are a lot more math functions. You can literally just search the web for Python math, and you'll find a whole bunch more functions that we can use. So I hope you all learned something valuable. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode.